Hello, my name is Ashley Kluch. I'm a clinical nurse leader student at the University of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Before we get started with your assessment today, can you verify your name and date of birth for me?
Samantha Squirrel, 11/28/1990.
Is it okay if I call you Sam?
Yes.
Alright, Sam, we're going to be doing a heart assessment or cardiac assessment today. So I'm going to be starting out by feeling your carotid arteries in your neck here, doing one at a time. It's a nice 2+ bounding, and on this side I'm going to check. That's a nice 2+ bounding. I'm going to check and see if there's any bruit, checking pretty much for any type of sound that may be indicative of an occlusion. So I'm going to check 3 different sides, 3 different spots on each side, okay? So I'm going to check at the angle of your jaw, your mid-cervical, and your clavicle area. I don't hear any bruit there. I'm going to check on this side. So that's good. I'm also going to check your external jugular. I'm going to check for any pulsing, and we're going to check for your jugular pressure, okay? And we're going to measure that. So I'm going to lift your leg up here. I'm going to recline your head back 45 degrees. Your head's moving a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to measure here your sternal notch and the angle of bleed. So to do this, I'm measuring 2 centimeters, so we're going to add 5 to that, so that is 7 centimeters, so we want it to be 8 or less, so that's good. If it was higher, it may be indicative of heart failure. So good. So since you're reclined like this, I'm going to inspect and palpate the 5 areas of the heart. We're going to be checking the aortic and the second intercostal space, the pulmonic and the second intercostal space on the left side, the erg spot and the third intercostal space, and then we're going to check the tricuspid in the 5th intercostal space, and then the mitral in the 5th intercostal space that's mid-clavicular. So I'm going to take a look here. I'm just going to open up your shirt a little bit. So I'm going to first inspect, and I shouldn't be able to palpate anything as well. So looking here, I don't see any pulsations on either side. I'm going to check that aortic area for a pulse, and I don't feel anything, so that's good. I'm going to check this side, the pulmonic area. Don't feel anything there. So I'm going to go to 3rd intercostal space. I'm inspecting, and I don't see any pulsation, so I'm going to feel for a pulse. Don't feel anything there as well. I'm going to go to the 5th intercostal space. I'm just going to lift up your bra a little bit here. So right now I don't see any pulsation in that area or in your mitral area. So I'm just going to feel for a pulse. I don't feel anything in the tricuspid area. I'm going to feel for in the apical area, which that may be normal to feel a pulse. And I do feel a slight pulse there. I'm just going to rotate a little bit to the left here. Sometimes it can be a little bit stronger. Okay, good. And that's at the apex of the heart. So good. I'm going to listen to each one of those spots now. So with the aortic and the pulmonic, I'm going to likely hear the S2 louder because this is at the base of the heart, and that's where the semilunar valves are going to be. And then when I listen to the tricuspid and the mitral area, that's going to hear the S1 louder, and that's because that's where more of the apex of the heart is. And that's where the AV valves are. So I'm going to listen to the aortic area. Right there. Okay. So I'm checking for regularity, listening for any extra heart sounds. So if I'm listening for a while, it's just because I'm trying to do a thorough assessment, all right? I don't hear any extra heart sounds there. Don't hear any extra heart sounds there. That S1 is louder. You're going to check your 3rd intercostal space here, and I'm going to switch to the bell. This is where we're going to hear more murmurs if there is going to be a murmur. It's going to be a swishing sound. And I don't hear any murmurs. And then I also have not heard any S3 or S4 sounds. Those that sound more like a vibration sound. So I'm listening to your tricuspid in your 5th intercostal space. And now I'm going to move over to the mitral, and this is where your apical pulse is going to be. Okay, I'm going to listen listen for your heart rate here. Check for regularity. So, listening for 30 seconds there and timesing it by 2, your heart rate was 64, and that's good. You want to be between 60 to 100 for a normal heart rate at rest. And then your heart also sounded regular, so that's good. Do you have any questions there related to that? Okay, I'm going to recline your head up and we're going to check your blood perfusion in your legs and your arms. So I'm going to, oh perfect, you're rolling your sleeves up right away. So looking at your arms and your legs, you got nice pink vasculature, so that's good. If you were pale, that may be a sign of poor oxygen perfusion. So I'm going to check the temperature in your arms. Nice and warm on each side. I'm also going to check the temperature in your legs. Nice and warm on each side there as well. I'm going to check your brachial and your radial arteries. I'll have you try them up like that. There you go. Checking your brachials, it's nice 2+ bounding. And I'm going to check your radials. Also have a nice 2+ bounding. I'm going to check your capillary refill, and you want that to be less than 3 seconds. So I'm pretty much pinching your fingers here at the end. It's nice and brisk, less than a second. Any numbness or tingling at all in your hands? Good. I'm going to check your nails here. So what I'm checking for is the curvature of your nails, and they look nice. They don't have more than a 160-degree angle. They're not completely flat either. And they're nice and smooth and regular feeling. I'm going to check this side. Sometimes that can be a sign of malnutrition or anemia if they're rigid. Good. Alright, so I'm going to check your femoral arteries and your groin area. So I'm going to recline your chair back here. I'm just going to kind of reach up underneath your shorts here. I'm going to check your femoral arteries. Nice 2+ bounding there. I'm also going to check your pulses in your feet. So this is your dorsal pedis. Nice 2+ bounding there. Then I'm going to check your posterior tibial. You got nice pulses there as well. Looking at your toes here, looks like the nails are nice and smooth and they look regular, and they also don't look like they have too much curvature as well. I'm going to check the capillary refill in your feet as well. Nice and brisk. Then I'm going to check for any edema in your legs here. And you don't have any edema present, and that is normal. Now, do you notice any numbness or tingling at all in your legs or in your hands and your feet? Oh, can you recline your chair? There you go. Well, that pretty much sums up our assessment for today, Sam. Everything sounded good. Your heart rate was regular. You didn't have any extra heart sounds. Do you have any questions or concerns about the assessment today? Well, it was a pleasure working with you, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay.